Baruch Hashem, Boker Tov to everybody, Shavua Tov, Umevorach. Today we have our dear friend Mr. Mulakandov and his son's Bar Mitzvah, B'li Ayin Hara. Today was the first time you wore the tefillin, obligated from the Torah. Baruch Hashem, this is a big day for you. The Zohar HaKadosh says that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said the day of the Bar Mitzvah is bigger than the day that you had Brit Milah. I said, what's the reason? He says the day of the Brit Milah, you're not obligated in mitzvot. You're still a baby. When are you become obligated, the servant of Hashem? It's the day of your Bar Mitzvah. The Neshama is coming to you on the highest level at the day of your Bar Mitzvah. Baruch Hashem, today you reach that day. Thursday you're going to read the Torah. Shabbat you're going to read the Torah. We wish you Be'ezrat Hashem, B'chai Yiseh, B'neki Bosha. Be'ezrat Hashem to be successful. Always come to our synagogue, to always stay together with us. And Be'ezrat Hashem will always celebrate together your Semachot. I was asked a question many years ago. In one of the synagogues I was by, the people in that synagogue has a beautiful hechal. After the bar mitzvah finishes, so all the relatives are coming to the stage of the hechal, and they want to take pictures. Now there is Babulia over there, there is the aunt over there, there is Bobo over here, there is the other over there. They're asking right now, Rabbi. So one person told him it's not allowed to do so. So why is not allowed to? You're making your back to the Sefer Torah. You're coming right now over here, you want to take a picture, you have your back to the Sefer Torah. So you have a bar mitzvah. So you have bar mitzvah, but you have to respect Sefer Torah. How do you stand with your back to the Sefer Torah? So another question was, after that, from this question, this also person was bothered whenever there is a party in the synagogue, so the DJ has no other stage to put his stuff, to put his, all these things that he works with. So where he puts, what stage he uses to be with his station of the DJ? The stage of the Sefer Torah. And whenever he's standing to make sure to manage the party the right way, he's standing with his back to the Sefer Torah. So this rabbi told him, listen, you're not allowed to do this. No pictures next to the Sefer Torah anymore. No DJ on the stage of the Sefer Torah anymore. It's a problem. You're standing with your back to the Sefer Torah. So this, people ask, Rabbi, what is it true? What should be the halakha? So I looked into this topic many years ago, and right now it pertains to you as well. Bar mitzvah. The halakha says, Rabotai, that if a person has, back in the day, there was no houses that every house has many rooms in. One room was for everybody. Over there was people sleeping, over there people were eating, over there people were doing everything, over there praying, whatever it is, was everything in one room. If you remember in Bukhara, everything was korpecha. You put korpecha at night, you put the mattresses in the night, in the morning you put it aside, and the whole room, you do whatever you need, and that's the house. So now, what happens, says the halakha, if you have a Sefer Torah inside the house, it comes at the night time, you have a mitzvah to do with your wife. The Sefer Torah is there. But as long as Sefer Torah is there, that's it, you stop, you cannot do anything. Says the halakha, if you put mechitza between the Sefer Torah and whatever you're doing the mitzvah, mechitza is enough to be 10 tefachim high. The height of this table, the regular folding tables, is 10 tefachim high. If you have such a mechitza between the Sefer Torah and the place that you're doing the mitzvah, is no problem. The Sefer Torah is a different domain. It's a different location. Says the halakha, more than that. What if a person has no mechitza? He's looking around, nietu mechitza. What should he do? Says, talit? No, says the halakha, there's another way around. How? If you're going to put the Sefer Torah above the regular ground level, more than 10 tefachim. So let's say you put it on the top of the table. The fact that it is on higher level than 10 tefachim from the ground, there's Havot Yair that says not from the ground, from the person's height. Rav Ovadia Yosef in Havedat argues with him. He says, no, as long as the 10 tefachim above from the ground, it's considered to be a different domain. Rav Ovadia Yosef was asked, in Eretz Israel, there is a garbage that there is like few buildings. If you remember, there's a big green garbage, tzfardeak as a gadol, the big green garbages, and the people, the tenants in the buildings, don't put the garbage right away as it fills up, you go right away, because not every building has the elevator. So it's hard to go all the way down, throw the garbage, come back. In America, we have shooter. It's easy. You just go out to the hallway, it's right there. But in Israel, you have to go all the way to the garbage. Sometimes it's hot, you're not comfortable. So what people do, they take the bag of the garbage, and they put it next to their door until they're going to go downstairs for a job, for whatever it is. They go downstairs, then they take it with them. So now, Rav Ovadia Yosef was asked, listen, there is a mezuzah over here. You put the mezuzah here, garbage right there, smells bad, next to the mezuzah. What happened? Where is the respect to the mezuzah? Or mezuzah bepsan mekuniku. There is no respect to the mezuzah. You're putting garbage right there. Comes Ovadia Yosef and says, no problem. So why? Because the mezuzah, what height do you put it from the ground? More than 10 tefachim. 10 tefachim is the height of a table. Mezuzah is this height more or less. So it's much more, much taller, much higher than 10 tefachim. So even though you have garbage right there, but because the mezuzah is located above 10 tefachim, it's considered to be in a separated domain. It's not considered to be next to the garbage. So it says the halacha right now. What same thing Kohanim? Kohanim going up to the Birkat Kohanim. How they turning their back to the Sefer Torah? Huh? You're making a mitzvah be'avera? You disrespect the Sefer Torah and Birkat Kohanim? Как это можно? Says the halacha, because the Sefer Torah has a mechitza, and in especially many of the Sefer Torah over here, if you remember over here, we have also like a stage over here, like this, like a shelf. So since it's also above 10 tefachim, you have both reasons to be lenient if a person has to be back with a Sefer Torah, such as a rabbi gives a lecture, such as people want to take pictures, such a DJ needs to make a party, simcha of bar mitzvah, brit milah, all these situations, because you have the Sefer Torah, you have the mezuzah, you have it above 10 tefachim, you have a mechitza on top of it, this is 100% says halakha allowed, because you're not standing here just to no reason, you're standing here to make a mitzvah. So too says halakha, if a person has to do a certain, let's say, a prayer, and or a person is going right now to give tzedakah. What you standing right now, Boris, there? You give tzedakah. You don't go backwards like this because you don't want to show your back to the Sefer Torah. You go regular. What's the reason you're going regular? You're showing your back to the Sefer Torah. How is this allowed? It says because I'm doing right now for sake of a mitzvah. It's no problem if a person has to show his back to the Sefer Torah because it's above 10 tefachim and it's also has a mechitza. So anytime you have to do your back, show your back to the Sefer Torah because of a sake of a mitzvah, and two conditions are fulfilled, there is no problem for a person to show his back to the Sefer Torah because there is a mechitza and it's above 10 tefachim.